YouTube, this is TL here with another tutorial for you. Today I think we're going to have a little break and do something different from the main menus. I'm going to talk about collision, which is a really handy thing, and one thing that even some really good people found quite hard to do is how to ignore collisions. So if you just see this little demo that's made up here, as you can see, your mouse goes over it, it turns red, these don't turn red or whatever. When you press spacebar, you'll shoot this kind of ball. And as you can see, these are all physics-based objects, and they are not turning green at the moment, but if they hit the ground, they will turn green. This can be really useful for point scoring as well, and if you were observant there, you will see this little thing down here, having this little debug thing saying how many crates you got left. So if I play this, as you can see here, it says 11. It's not actually true, but you have to assign the variable manually. I'm still working on doing it automatically. So then when you hit shoot, when they hit the ground, it'll also make that go down. So I'm going to show you how to do that. This is the basics to a really simple kind of fun game. So as you can see, then it comes up with you win after it, the score goes down to 0. It'll do that. One problem with this at the moment is you can carry on shooting for as long as you want, and these balls will never disappear. That can create a bit of lag, and there's no skybox. It's not a very clean game, but I can fix that later. So I'm just going to show you how I did that. The first thing, well, basically how it is done is on these is a script called crate, and in my scripts folder, this crate, it's not actually a very hard one to do. Now, this is the bit with the collision detection, and it's using tags. Tags are really handy, and I'll just show you how I did this. So what you do is you create a new tag by clicking add tag. I call this ground. Then this ground tag is, let's just show you here. So the ground has a tag ground. These have a tag blank, and once they hit the ground, they will turn into a tag green. But that you need to worry about that. That's for something else. So when I get back into this create script, so if collision.gameObject.tag collides with the ground tag, so basically if this object collides with the object with the tag ground with capital G, the renderer, or the color of it, renderer.material.color, all low caps, equals capital C color.green, tag equals .green, and then it will change the tag on it to green, so I can do the point scoring, so I can count how many, and it'll also add enemy count, which is the script that I've got for it, enemy count minus equals 1, so it'll add, take away 1 point from the variable which counts how many points you've got. So then that is the basics of the collision. That would work by itself, but I've also got this here, which is just to so function on mouse enter. So when your mouse goes over the object, if gameObject.tag is green, renderer.material.color green. So basically, if the tag of the object is already green, like these ones, it will not change. However, if it's nothing, they will go like that. So if I just go back here, okay. So where was I? If gameObject, renderer there, else, that means if that right here doesn't happen, then this will happen. It will turn red. And then on mouse exit, if gameObject.tag green, it'll stay green when the mouse exits if it's already green, and if it's not, it'll turn back to white. The last one is blank. Okay, so that's all for that. If I go back here, now the shoot script, which I'm sure a few of you are wondering about. This is also really, a few of these are done from other projects, so they're all just dragged across really. This, you can just copy this. I will leave this in the description as well as all the other scripts, and I will upload the project for you so you can have a poke around if you want. So I've got 3 variables. I think I've already gone over variables, but I'll check and I'll go over them again if you want me to. So the variable for a projectile, so if you go into the main camera component here, so this laser barrel script, it's got a projectile, and I can choose what I want to shoot. That can be really handy instead of having it predefined. How long it takes to reload, so like if I change this up to 10, oops, yeah, then okay, that's not working yet. Never mind that, but the initial speed, so like this, if this was 2, it would mean that I only shoot, like, you know, you can't really shoot that far. You can, of course, change this, so like maybe if you hold, the longer you hold it down when you release it, it'll shoot further or whatever. Yeah, that's about that. Like I said, I will leave that there. So, yeah, sorry, didn't show you all of this. So the reload time, initial speed, blah blah blah. You don't actually think, yeah, you don't need this variable. So in fact, I'm just gonna delete this just to tidy this up. So it's gonna update. So the game updates the scripts every frame of the game. So this will depend on your frame rate. So if input.get button down, that's the jump is assigned to the spacebar by default. So when I hit space, it will instantiate the projectile. That is a bit of a mouthful, but you don't really need to worry about this. This is kind of like, it can get a bit confusing, but I'll just go over the basics. So instantiate projectile, then transform.position and transform.rotation. That means that this bullet will be, this object will, I'll just show you. So I think the z-axis is forward anyway, but so say if I shot that way. Wait a second. If I shoot okay. If I shoot forward, it will go that way. And also if I rotate, it will still go, you know, directly away from the camera, which is how you can aim. If it did not have the transformed rotation and transformed position, it would just always shoot in a straight direction according to the game's, you know, forward, left, right, that stuff. So then, this sets the velocity, transform direction vector 3, that's saying it's going to go forward pretty much. Then initial speed, it's saying that it doesn't need to go any direction to the side, or up or down. It needs to take this variable, the initial speed variable, which is 20, so it needs to go 20 units, or however it's measured, in the forward axis. And then this is also another interesting bit, but you don't need to know about that. That's not to do with this. So save that. So I really didn't prepare for this. This tutorial. It's not a tutorial actually. It's just to show you. Once again, that is really annoying. Those blocks over there. They keep. I think I must have clicked on them. Done something. Yeah. So this is a really fun game. It's just satisfying. Obviously, you can build these and create joints and build houses and destroy them with alien spaceships and skyboxes. Okay, one more thing I want to talk to you about, I suppose, is this ground texture. You can feel free to use this. This I didn't actually make either. I don't own it. All these crates. I got these off a very handy piece of software, which is called, let me just remember. It is, it's like, oh yeah, Filter Forge. Now if you just open this, it's a really handy application. So use trial. I got the trial. It's totally worth it to buy, I'm sure. Cancel. So as you can see, this is the cool thing about this is these textures, these are not like photos. These are actually textures that get built. If that makes sense. Like, see this kind of circuitry one. I think I've got. I'm not sure what I've got. I've got one of these kind of things on here. But there's loads. You can just fiddle around, and you can also change the size of this. You can then go into the filter editor, and well, I need to show you all of that. But just so you know, it's called Filter Forge, and it's got loads of really useful things. And then if you go like this, you can change the settings to the ring scale. Seamless tiling is one more thing I just want to show you quickly. So then seamless tiling, it will tile it so that like, no matter how far you zoom out, there won't be like any weird places where it goes off. That's all on that one. Okay, so I think that's all for this one. I'll be uploading another video in about 20 minutes on some more advanced menus, and I will upload this project well, yeah, as soon as I can. Okay, that's all for now. Bye.